Hi everyone, I'm Hannah Fife.
And I'm Anna Wesley. We are two juniors at the University of Florida studying wildlife ecology and conservation. Today, we're going to be talking to you all about different methods that can be used to monitor the movement of Florida manatees during summer months. And at the end of this presentation, we will be recommending the method that we believe is the most valuable.
The problem researchers currently face is that manatees tend to congregate in warm water refugia during winter months, and that is when assessments and abundance estimates are typically done. The water that manatees congregate in is typically murky, making it hard to detect them, and the most common techniques are subject to observer error. When summer comes around and they begin to disperse, not much is known about their movements or what habitats they inhabit during this time.
The criteria that we will be using to assess the following methods will be based upon accuracy, the effects on the animal, cost, and efficiency.
The first option we will consider is radiotelemetry. This method is used to track the movement and behavior of animals by attaching transmitters to the animal and using radio signals to locate and determine location. The GPS transmitter records the location of the manatee by estimating the time taken for radio signals from 3 or more satellites to travel to the GPS transmitter. For this method, a floating radio tag is attached to a padded belt that attaches around the manatee's tail and is held by a flexible tether. This method is very accurate as it provides high spatial and temporal resolution of manatees. It is also efficient because batteries can be customized to have a long lifetime, and the trackers are made to float in the water, so weight is less of an issue. This method is relatively cost effective. The cost of tags continue to decline as technology improves and researchers are not required to be continuously in the field. However, tags are easily broken for the safety of the animal, which can lead to a waste in resources and materials. Although tags are created to be broken in case of entanglement for the animal's safety, there are still major negative effects that can come from tagging an animal, such as change in behavior, capture myopathy, which is the stress of capture on an animal that can be fatal, and a risk of improperly fitted tags that rub and create abrasions.
The next method we will evaluate is aerial surveys using satellite imagery. This method uses satellites to collect geographical information, which can be used to assess population trends, to document distribution, and measure relative abundance. This is a passive technique, so the manatees are not disturbed during data collection, keeping the effects on the animals to a minimum. Aerial surveys are becoming more efficient due to the implementation of artificial intelligence in processing photos taken by satellites. Minimal manpower is required for this method, and it can save time, thereby increasing efficiency. Since this method uses satellites, the equipment needed can be costly. The artificial intelligence used to analyze the data collected can also be costly. Due to manatees inhabiting waters that are typically murky, it can be difficult to get a clear image of the animal, lowering its accuracy. In addition to this, when manatees aren't congregated together, like in the summer months, it is harder to detect them.
The last method we will be evaluating today is acoustics. The acoustic method uses waterproof recording devices that are secured to vegetation or rocks underwater. This method is highly accurate and can be used to measure abundance and provide information on behaviors and activity patterns. Manatees have a diverse set of calls that cross multiple frequencies, which can make detection more challenging. But manatee vocalization detection classifiers can be built into the equipment to identify manatee vocalizations more effectively. Acoustic monitoring is efficient because the equipment can be deployed for long periods of time. Since manatees are vocal creatures, we can use acoustic devices without having to interact or handle the animal, essentially eliminating the effects on the animal. Buying and maintaining acoustic equipment can be costly as waterproof versions must be purchased and can be more prone to damage if frequently exposed to harsh conditions. Also, there is an expense in the time and expertise needed to analyze data being collected.
Based on our assessment of criteria and the research that we've done, we believe that acoustics is the best method to detect and monitor the Florida manatees during the summer months. It not only is it a passive technique that doesn't disturb or disrupt the manatees, but it is very accurate and efficient.
This is the list of resources we utilized in order to assess the methods that could be used to monitor the movement of Florida manatees during the summer months.
Thank you all for taking the time to watch our video presentation today. If you have any questions or comments, please drop them below.